Okay guys, I went down to my local car boot sale recently and I had one heck of a score. I have bought a massive collection of antique and vintage postcards, and some of these are the rarest I have ever seen. Now some of these subject matters are going to be a bit taboo for some of you, so if you've got a weak stomach, don't watch, because some of these are shocking. Stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. Now I'm going to jump straight in at what I think is one of the rarest postcards I have ever owned, and I have got many more to follow. It's shocking how many good postcards are in this collection. Take a look at this, guys. So we have a Chinese diplomat, or probably part of the East India Trading Company in the 18th century, beheading a pirate. You can see his sword up in the air and the pirate on his knees waiting for his head to come off. Obviously piracy of the seas was sentenced, punished by execution. And you've actually got Chinese execution of a pirate wrote on the top here. Now I've got a selection of these execution cards, and I tell you what, they're shocking the money they pull. We're going to take a look in a bit on eBay, but I'm going to give you a little look round some of these cards. But they're not just the only cards I got. I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of cards with some seriously strong subject matter. What I've decided I'm going to do, guys, because there's so many different subject matters here, from crocodile hunting to racism to advertising and so on, I'm going to break it up into sections. And in today's section, you're going to just see the Chinese postcards, and we'll have a look on eBay, and then another day I'll do a different subject matter within the postcards. But as you can see, I have many postcards. They cost me £50 for the entire collection, guys, and there's probably a couple of hundred postcards here, and I can promise you this, some of these cards are very rare. But take a look at some of these Chinese ones now. Okay, so these are the Chinese selection of postcards I've just taken out of the bundle. You can see there, that is quite a stack. Right, and I'm really excited to go through them all. But we're going to start off with my favourite, well, purely because of how gruesome it is, to be totally honest with you. As the one I showed you just now, you can see all the Chinese citizens stood around watching, and they have Chinese execution of a pirate. On the reverse, the downside with it is somebody has stolen the stamp. Obviously somebody wanted the stamps more than the postcards. Stamp collectors should have left it on the card, though the cards are very rare and valuable themselves. And we move along, we have another here. Chinese pirates on the execution on ground. So you've got more pirates there on the beach about to be beheaded. Quite a gruesome subject matter. Again, the stamp has been stolen, which no doubt will affect the value of the postcards. This one here is quite a fun one. The Chinese opium and pipe smokers. Look at his eyes. It's obviously glasses, but he looks so freaky with his eyes like that. There you are, they're all lazing around smoking opium. Look at that, he's even got the child there. Shockingly. And again, this one got a stamp on it, Hong Kong stamp. So there was obviously a stamp they didn't need. We got here, hang on, Greetings from the East, which is just Hong Kong Harbour. And again, they've taken a stamp off this one. Chinese taking their meal, what they call in Chinese chow chow. So just a simple Chinese meal. Look at the seats they sat on. These they're porcelain seats they are. Very collectible. We'd use them now in the conservatories and things, but very nice ornate seats. Not a seat like we'd see these days. You got the Chinese tea trade, which again is a really nice one. The tea was the most valuable commodity during the 18th century. That's why tea caddies had locks on them. and the porcelain and things was used as ballast in the ships when they shipped the tea and silks. So again, it's got the stamp on there. But that's a nice little example of the China tea trade. Don't know what this one is, it doesn't say. It's probably just a bit of life in the fields, probably the opium fields. What's this one? Chinese woman with a baby. It's nice with a flag up in the top corner there. Nice that they got his stamp. The Canton steamer San Chong of her wharf sunk by the typhoon of the 18th of September 1906. So you have the sinking of a Chinese steamer there. So quite a nice, probably a rare event. Union Postal Universal. And then we come across the final postcard for the Chinese selection here. Yeah, oh, this is Japanese. Japanese babes and the maid servant Kobe. So little Japanese one slipped in there. Now I'm studying, as an antique dealer, I'm studying Chinese porcelain, the Chinese way of life and things. So to look back at these postcards is almost like a snapshot in time. You know, I'm looking at the way they're dressed, like the one where they're having meals, looking at the seats, the porcelain stools they're sitting on and things like that. And it's just a beautiful snapshot of a time long gone. And I absolutely love them for that. I'm not a postcard collector myself, but I love looking at the history in the images. We can have a little look now at some of the postcards on eBay. I'm going to focus in, I'll show you just one or two of the highest price postcards, just so you can have a shock of your life and see how expensive some postcards are. And then we're going to just concentrate on the Chinese postcards, whether they're execution or just Chinese way of life. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 10 postcards there out of probably 100, 150 postcards, and they are absolutely beautiful. Let's see what they're worth. I searched on eBay just for postcards. If you can see, bear with me a sec. Sorry about that, guys. If you can see here, I've just searched postcard. That is all I've searched, and it was 4.5 million results for postcards. So for you to get any real money, you really got to have something quite special, and you got to be really good with your titles and things like that, and your keywords. Now we come down, and I've gone to sold pricing on postcards, and it's 304,000. Which again is an astronomical amount. Now we come down, what I'm looking for is, you know, just to give you an idea of some of the prices. You got an album here of 1920s Chinese, the Great Wall of China and Canton and Beijing and so on, £790, but that's for an album full. We're going to concentrate on just the Chinese in a minute. I just want you to see some prices of them. You got some there of the Isle of Wight. You got 50 postcards here of Shanghai and etc. £670. There's 2 postcards there of the tea trade. £617 from America. Shocking. Well, you have some LGT postcards there. £574 for one postcard. Obviously the nudes are one to keep your eye out for. Militaria ones. China old postcard, hand painted Chinese Mandarin ride, 1908. So you got a hand painted postcard there for £500 almost sold. You got 6 cards underneath. Anyway, that's just giving you an idea, right? I want to focus on the Chinese ones primarily. And there's 1,300, if you like, Chinese postcards. Now I want to look at the dearest, and we want to go to see if we can find some execution ones and just some on Chinese life. Shocking for a single postcard there, £300. They are hand painted ones, mine, so you know they are more than just a postcard, they're art. I'm looking for, I want to come down to the execution ones. I do. I may even type in execution in a minute just to have a look. But there's good money in these hand painted postcards, guys. If you get any of them, they're hundreds each for one postcard. Boarding school, but there, £155. What it is telling me is I think these postcards, even the group of 10, need to go on auction. Comes to me when I can't spell. Right, Chinese execution. So you have one card there for £30, a single execution card for £30. You got 5 by there for £30. All the way down £12.50. Let me have a look what's currently up for sale. So them prices are a lot lower than I was expecting. That's it. Old Chinese postcard, execution and beheadings. That's a single postcard. They're asking 200. That's better prices, to be totally honest with you. Chinese execution of prisoners, £50 for one postcard. They're better prices. That's what I was expecting. Again, £40 China execution postcard, £40. So that's more along the price line I was thinking, guys. £30-40 a card. But there's 10 cards there. I'm going to put them onto an auction and see where they go. The sold results on eBay weren't that encouraging. I'll be totally honest with you. £30 and £20. That's not a lot of money for a rare Chinese early 20th century execution postcard. Now I have in the past excuse me, seen these sell for £200 and £300 for one card. That's why I was so excited when I saw them. However, this lot is going to go on auction, and I still think for the 10 postcards there's going to be a couple of £100 there, no problem whatsoever. Then I got the rest of the pile and I got everything in there, from stringing up crocodiles. Now I know we don't do that now, but these are 100 years ago plus. I've got them on advertising. I've got some seriously rare ones. I've got some humour ones. So it really is a beautiful job lot. And for £50 for the entire collection, I'm probably going to be between £500 and £1,000 back when I sell them all in little parts. So there is money to be made at car boot sales. There's money to be made on postcards. If you've enjoyed this one, guys, make sure you subscribe to see the next installment of postcards. I may pick the military ships, I don't know. I'll do one particular subject each time I do them, and hopefully we'll find some really good valuable ones in there. If you have enjoyed, I would really appreciate a like and a share, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.